According to a recent McKinsey paper, awareness, vulnerability, empathy and compassion are the four very important qualities that the leaders must be displaying these days. 68% of the CEOs believe that they have very empathetic workplaces. However, only 48% of the employees feel so. There is a dichotomy. This is also the time where leaders and managers are themselves grappling with fear and insecurity. So that then leads to a much higher level of command and control in the system. In fact, majority of the leaders tend to be guarded, sometimes discompassionate, and even indifferent sometimes. Now, it's not their fault. If we look at it, we have, since the inception of their careers, trained most of the leaders and managers in strategy and competition and not in empathy and compassion. Now, empathy and compassion are fundamental human needs. We all are born with that. However, in order to activate that empathy and compassion, there is an environment that the organization needs to create. And I think that's where the big challenge is. So what can organizations do to invoke higher empathy in the system? I think the first thing would be to work with the individuals. Working with the individual, the first thing is, can we help individuals to go within themselves and be more self-aware, more aware of their feelings, their fears, their insecurities, and even their vulnerabilities. The next step would be to create comfort in people to be open about their fears and share that vulnerability. Sharing vulnerability, in fact, is one of the biggest ways of building trust in an organization. I remember many years ago when I was working with a top leadership team of a particular company. It was a company that was doing very well, however struggling to go to the next level of innovation, growth and performance. And what we found out, that while it had all the ingredients of success, there was a gross absence of vulnerability in that team, and therefore everybody was so guarded. Through a particular intervention, we helped people come out of their guards, and then the real acceleration of growth happened. So that's a very important piece. The third thing is around increasing diversity. I think much has been said and written about how diversity increases empathy and compassion. Specifically, having more women members in the team, is that going to help? Because it's very simple. The research in neurosciences proves that if there is a higher level of trust, empathy and compassion in the team, there is a much higher innovation, productivity and overall well-being in the team. Why? Because the team is on a very stable foundation of trust, love and relationships. So that will be important. Now, interestingly, in current days, even technology can help organizations create more empathetic workplace. Advanced AI-based analytics today can actually create nudges or reminders for people to become more aware both of their own needs as well as the needs of the other people. So, for example, using an application, organization can figure out certain anomalies in the behavior patterns of people and prompt the managers to go and have a conversation with them. Of course, the role of coaches cannot be undermined here. Most important role, I think, will be played by a coach who can help the leader come out of his or her own shell and be more vulnerable, more open and therefore more empathetic and compassionate as a leader.